the Bondi Breakfast Club.
To keep us on the jumps, adjust a thing.
Bondi Beats,
To keep us learning jobs, adjust a thing.
Thanks
To
a lot,
keep
Mark.
us turning
We're coming,
thumbs,
man.
adjust a thing.
Just
To
beat
keep
it with
us
hip
staring
hop.
bumps, adjust a
Yeah, man, this
thing.
fucking crazy
To
shit
keep
from
us
Colorado.
staring
That's like it.
Yes, Matthew Herbert right there with the new single of his called Bumps. You're listening to Bondi Beach Radio. It's Kid Fiction right here. We have a special guest for you guys in the studio today.
Hey,
Mailer Daemon.
sound check. What up, Louis? How you doing?
Man, I'm good.
Kid Fiction in the house, Bondi Beach Radio. This view is off the hook.
It's what I've been telling you about, man. I've been trying to get you in here for how long?
Can I come every week now?
Dude, you gotta get here, man. That's what it's about.
It's a public holiday. People are just chilling on the beach. Louis is playing some amazing beats. We are free up in the Bondi Beach Radio. Melody Kid Fiction.
So, dude, Ronin, you just dropped a LP on Friday. This thing's brand new.
Yes, sir. This is my new LP. It's been about 8 months in the making. Live instrumentation, cyberpunk raps, shoegaze guitars. You know, just doing my shit.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Like, think Akira, think like Matrix, like that kind of internet is taking over the world kind of stuff.
Dude, let's have a little listen and then we'll have a little bit of a chat about it.
Are we playing Sleep Swim?
This track's called Sleep Swim. Tell us a bit about it before we have it.
All right, so it's got Louise Miller from Twin Caverns, who are killing it right now with their new EP. And it features my longtime collaborator, Peach, on the verse. And then I got the second verse. Check this shit out, man. Dreamy, hip-hop, live instrumentation, shoegaze vibes. Only on Kid Fiction's radio show.
Bondi Beach Radio, that's what's up.
Ugh.
The organ.
Sleep Swim, featuring Lou Miller and Peach by Mailer Daemon. We got Mailer Daemon in the studio right now.
How was that? Did you like that?
Dude, it's next level. It's cool.
Thanks, man. I think, you know, I got that situation where I'm too rock for the hip hop, too hip hop for the rock, you know, and I think doing what I do is a bit of a challenge. Like, I think people don't get it. Like, I was talking to Tongue last night, and he was saying, you know, you do so much shit. I think it's hard for people to really digest like what it actually is, and I think that's the hardest thing about my brand. It's like it's always evolving. Every record changes, always switching it up. But I feel that, you know, that's what defines me as an artist. So that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I feel is right. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the collabs on the album.
Sure. So who we got? We got Crochet Crooks. We got a ballad on there with him. We got Peach. Always got to have Peach on a record. I mean, just like that throwback kind of vibe. Lou Miller from Twin Caverns did 2 tracks. Philly is on 3 tracks. My mate Andrew Phoenix is on 3 tracks. And we got Jerome Fandor, who's on about 3 tracks as well. I felt with this record, it was more about having consistency with the collabs. So less personalities, but more of them. So it's more of a cohesive journey. You know what I mean? As opposed to too many personalities and the whole thing is not really cohesive. So I wanted like less voices and have them more often throughout the journey. And I felt that it gave a really cohesive vocal experience.
And how do you approach working with collaborators?
Well, I usually
at what point do you bring them in and?
Yeah, I usually have the top line and a basic idea of the melody, and you know, feed it to them, and then they might twist it, you know, upgrade it, remix it a bit. And then we just take it from there, you know? So it's always that collaborative energy, and I think that's one of the key components of Mailer Daemon, that collaborative concept. You know, that's me as a producer.
So let's take it back to the beginning of this LP and the sort of genesis of where it came from.
Yeah, so about through the middle of the whole process, I decided to go on to this remix marathon. So Taku had this thing where he did 50 days for Dilla. and I decided to remix that whole series into 50 Days for Taku. So it was really raw, just like a couple 4 or 5 hours a day, one take kick, one take snare, flip it with some raw vinyl, do some raw ass vocals on it, and just do that every day and just have a crazy campaign. And the response on SoundCloud was crazy. It was a lot of fun, and it was a really refreshing raw break from the whole record and something just really crazy and boom bap. So yeah, there's so many sides of the Mela Daemon sound, and that's another side that we can explore right now.
Yeah, let's have a listen. So
Here we go.
What are we called?
So this is Day 31, Mela Daemon remix, Canada Big Bass.
Bam.
So check this. Kid Fiction, Mela Daemon, yeah!
Nice, man.
Oh, whoa. Selector! Bring that back. Oh, we got some background shit.
So there we go. When are we doing 50 Days for Kid Fiction? When's that coming?
Actually, speaking of which, let's give some backstory. We used to collaborate. We used to make some beats.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Actually, you were on stage for the Black Gallant EP launch, which is my first hip-hop EP that I did.
Yeah, Cuba.
Yeah.
That's many moons ago.
Many moons.
What year was that?
08.
Yeah. And was that Mela Daemon EP number 1?
That was the second EP, actually. The first EP was like a synth pop electro one back before.
But that was the first big splash.
Sure, yeah. In terms of the hip hop kind of edge, and actually, if you follow all the traces from the remix side, the Mela Daemon, the electro side, the Mela Daemon, the indie side, I feel that there's a really, there's a through line there in that shoegaze kind of wall of sound and the heavy bass in the bottom, and I'm just trying to push that forward.
So, I mean, a lot of your musical influence, not just the sound, but the spirit as well, it comes from rock.
Yeah,
comes from sort of rock music, guitars, and that
sure,
kind of stuff.
Sure. And
how did you come into electronic music, and what role does rock and roll still play?
Sure.
For you?
Well, like the first remixes of Mela Daemon were indie bands, doing indie electro remixes, and electro is basically hip hop with a rock edge, but sped up. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
In my heart, it's all the same shit. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. And should we play another tune?
Let's play another tune. How about this track, Double Dragon?
This has that rock energy.
This does have that rock energy.
Rawr.
You're listening to Kid Fiction here in Mela Daemon on Bondi Beach Radio.
What's up? Guitar solos, Louis.
Guitar solos.
I had a minimum requirement of at least 6 guitar solos on the album.
That's great. The world, if there's one thing that the world needs more of, it's guitar solos.
Guitar solos.
There's never enough guitar solos.
Never enough. New metal came and just killed guitar solos to the ground.
Yeah, but no bass solos. Frank Zappa famously said, "All right, everyone in the band tonight gets a solo," and then he said to the bass player, "Except you, because the whole world hates a bass solo." I don't mind a bass solo,
but guitar solos are alright. Yeah.
Yeah. You got quite a few for a hip
10
hop
songs,
album, I guess.
Yeah, you need at least six guitar solos.
So what about soloists? Tell us about some of the vocalists on that. You told us a little bit, but tell us. You have collaborated with some of the bigger names in the sort of hip hop world, and I think for this one you
totally.
Did you go with more of a sort of following?
Well, you know what, Louis, I was tired of playing the name game. Every year it was like, oh, I'm doing something with this dude, or like, oh, I'm doing something with this dude, and I felt like it was a point where people needed to understand that I'm an artist in my own right. You know what I mean? And I think the only way you can do that is by just fucking going out there and being an artist in your own right.
And just, doing it with your own.
So, it's kind of hard drawing that line between producer and artist. But the the feats on here, man. I feel like A&Ring is another angle of Mela Daemon, you know, like unearthing new shit. And, you know, like last year with Jackie Onassis and this year with Twin Caverns. And I feel like there's some crazy talent on this, like Jerome Fandor and Andrew Phoenix and Philly. And that's always going to be part of the Mela Daemon brand, that A&R angle of it.
Nice one.
Raw!
Rock life.
Actually, should we play something of Jerome?
Yeah.
Midnight
Let's do
Highways.
that. Jerome. Midnight Highways.
Check this. Kid Fiction, Mela D, Bondi Beach Radio, Monday Public Holiday Action.
You know what it is.
Raw! Oh yeah!
Midnight Highways featuring Jerome Fandor, Sailor, and Phil.
Filet.
Filet.
Filet. Oh, fish. Like Philly as in filet. Yeah, anyways. Yo, you enjoyed that one?
Yeah, it was a good one. It
Cheers,
was a nice
man.
one. We've got Mela Daemon in the studio right here.
Yeah.
Chatting about the new album. Where can people pick it up?
Oh, iTunes, Spotify, the whole digital business.
And when are you coming to the when's the Mela Daemon show coming to the club? I keep pressuring you about this.
Totally. Well, that's something, you know, I'm crazy enough to write, produce, perform, and mix my own album, but I think once it comes to the live show, I think I'm going to need some management and a proper team, a proper band.
So is this an advertisement? Like
yeah. So if you like what you hear and you see potential, Mela Daemon needs some management.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love.
But yeah, and if it's feasible in my mind to do some sort of live show, actually you're gonna help me, right?
I can. We're
gonna talk about this. And actually, what I really want, what I really want, is a corner store / Kid Fiction collab with Mela D.
I can't say no on air.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you know it's gonna happen.
Yo, Eddie, I'm
Eddie
coming,
man.
Eddie.
Yeah. You're listening.
I want half, Eddie. So
actually, we're actually having to listen to one of our little collabs back in the day.
Oh, shout out to Super Bomber.
Yeah, this one's called Sounds Like. I just
Yeah,
have a
crank
look.
it. Kid Fiction Production.
Fuck it, make like Madonna and scream and say a prayer, cause something's coming for you on the horizon. I ain't playing playboys, not compromising. Big things going in. What?
Yes, people, you're listening to Kid
Oh
Fiction.
yeah.
Here, Bondi Beach Radio with Mela Daemon in the studio. Let's have a listen to one last one from the EP, man.
So I want to play the last track. This is Floating With You featuring Jerome Fandor. It's the love ballad. Apparently it's been quite effective in getting the love mood going in certain circumstances. People have let me know that this is highly romantic and highly effective in getting the vibe.
Dear Sinner, I'm currently in bed with a lovely lady listening to your song.
Thank you. So this one's called Floating With You. Get your romantic vibe on. Check it. Bondi Beach Radio, Kid Fiction, Mela D.
And if I were to say to you, brace for the next time, I can see it in your eyes that you appreciate the time we have tonight.
Oh yeah,
Man.
man.
So like, what What a good track to say goodbye on.
Yeah, totally, baby. I'll always be floating with you.
Cue slap bass solo.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I had
No
so
worries,
much
man.
fun.
It's always good.
It was really fucking sick to just hang out, listen to some tunes, and man, the view. Seriously, the view in here is off the hook.
If you guys are not at the beach, then you're missing out.
Oh shit!
And you probably should be.
Why aren't we at the beach? I guess we are.
I guess we are. Yeah.
We're on the
It's like-
internet and the beach at the same
Yeah,
time.
I think what we need is like a massive slippery dip that just takes me like from here, like right into the water.
That sounds so satisfying.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yo, Bondi Beach Radio has been fantastic. Thanks for having me. Ronin LP is out now. Wherever you get your shit digitally. Shout outs to my girlfriend for keeping me sane. Shout outs to Leon for supporting me on this shit. Shout outs to Kid Fiction Louis too for having me up in Bondi Beach Radio and shit. And thanks for listening, yo. Ah.